Oh, I died.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, this is some good music right here.
Hey, this is Wired. They sent us this. We have permission to use this song. Just want everybody to know. I have a paper trail that says yes. I'm even a top fan on their Facebook page because I've commented on that stuff. I feel like a creeper about it. That's on the conversation. All
I
right.
feel like lifting weights now.
Cleveland whiskey. Nice shot. You know it. If it ain't Grub's Moonshine, it's Cleveland whiskey. That's the new slogan. It's official. Like a referee with a whistle. Need again. Right out of Massachusetts, $25 nationwide shipping. I cooked up their rack of lamb this week. Oh, yeah. It was nice. Branch. You know we have our branch. Doobie got a shipment, I think. If not,
Yeah, it is.
coming. The Fieldhouse Mustard is award-winning. Won like silver. And the only person they lost to was like the one that won the category and the Grand Champion. So pretty cool stuff there. Cherry Peach Barbecue's money, Branch Ranchero. They got the shipping figured out, so they're going to be able to offer affordable shipping nationwide. So pretty stoked about that. And then also, lastly but not leastly, Willow Seasonings.
Boom.
So, oh, I don't know what happened.
Bye, Tony. Oh, well, hey, Tony.
Yeah, hey, Willow Seasonings, if you know.
That'd be a badass tattoo, too.
Yeah.
He's working.
Grubs, where can I get a tattoo, bro?
Yeah. Hey, Grubs.
That's
Grubs.
badass. That's badass right there.
Grubs, where can I get a tattoo, bro?
Who, you?
Yeah.
I got mine.
No, he says, where should he go? Should he go to Alabama or Georgia? Or
No, North Georgia, man. Come to Blue Ridge, Georgia. Follow my daughter on Instagram. She just posted some weird pics, so weird. I'm being her dad. I was not real happy with that, but doing the tattoo thing, you know, she's got it going on. And dad gets free tattoos, so I ain't mad right now, you know.
Breaking news.
I can hook you up if you come down.
you just gotta pay for just pay for your own hotel, right? And the rest is taken care of.
Yep.
Well, we'll eat together and I'll get you a tattoo, but you know, I don't have extra bedrooms in my house. I'd give you one, but my daughter still lives in the damn house and my son lives in the camper. So unless you got a tent or something, you know.
Well,
I'll bring a tent, Grubs. I'll bring in a tent.
I'm just going to sleep.
I got electricity down by the shed and a fire pit too. You know,
Grubs might actually.
We got a bathroom you can use in the basement. Just ain't got an extra bed. That's all.
Grubs, you probably pay someone there to help keep them rats out of the way from the smokers. You probably pay for that kind of service.
Hey, I'll bring my.
The only reason that rat's in that smoker is on the second floor. My little dog Gizmo tear that rat's ass up, but he's got to be on the ground to get to it. You know what I'm saying? That's why the rat was on the second floor on the front porch.
You look like a guy that would have a dog named Gizmo. Just
Gizmos.
Yeah.
Comment below.
If you ain't never seen Gizmo's Gizmo, man.
Yeah, we had a dog named Gizmo in our neighborhood, and then the guy went postal and killed his whole wife and her dad on Christmas week. So there's
there's that.
Yeah.
Gizmo was little. Cool dog.
Welcome to the Dude Network, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, no moonshine.
We're talking about horrors. We're talking about horror stories.
Yeah.
Power.
Hey,
nice.
real quick, John Z, did you get a new camera?
I had to get a break, man.
Picture.
Yeah, that's clean.
No, so normally I'm on my computer because it works a little better. This is my phone because my wife needed my computer. So.
Right.
You're a handsome fella. No homo.
Oh man, thanks, Nombre.
Nothing wrong with that. Not that there's anything. Jesus, Nombre. This is why we weren't allowed to. Hey, this is why we weren't allowed to go on Roku. This is exactly why we weren't allowed to go.
That's awesome.
I was waiting.
good.
I knew it wasn't going to last long until I busted that one out. How we living, Rev?
Oh,
No,
man.
Interesting as always.
Man, a few words, I love it.
Rev, come on, man. We need
Hey,
more.
hey, Tony, hey, where's it at on Roku? Hey, where's this at on Roku? Because I got a Roku.
No, hey, let's talk about it.
Hey, you don't say the R
We
word
weren't-
around here anymore.
Get the
bro.
Band-Aid.
Well, I missed that episode then because I see Roku blog pop up and I'm thinking this thing got on that motherfucker.
You were here. You were there technically, physically.
So,
I think
Well, that's
that
because
was like an hour-
I told the rat story with all the vulgarity involved. You know, if I'd have known it was a family-oriented
You know what's
thing
funny?
on Roku, I'd have like toned it
That's
down.
the
Maybe,
one that I actually sent. That's the first episode I actually sent them.
America.
thank you, Grubs. Thank you,
Yeah.
Grubs.
Right.
But
I
it
only
could
got one
also
little
could have been-
star from it.
But it also could have been about Shabo talking about his papa hopping around one leg after he lit himself on fire.
Yeah, burned off his mustache.
Yeah.
It's been a while,
yeah,
a couple shows.
And then
Hey,
he also
maybe
shot
Shabo
down,
will
like,
have his mustache back. You know, who
he
knows?
is coming on in 15 minutes. He was at the slot machine. He sent me a picture. He looked. It didn't look like a big winner, so maybe he's finishing up his misery.
Oh,
there.
boy. Oh,
No,
boy.
man.
But no,
And you know what
Shabo said, someone need to tell Roku YOLO.
So
That's what's
YOLO.
up, Chuck.
Fun fact. I'm a young guy, but apparently I didn't know that what YOLO meant. I literally had to look up Urban Dictionary. I felt so old looking at what that meant.
Oh,
So
man.
Well, see,
Yeah.
like an hour and a half north of me is Yolo County. So when I first heard YOLO, people saying YOLO, I'm like, why is Yolo County getting so popular? Yeah. So
I didn't know what it was. YOLO.
Yeah, my kids were like 17 or 18, and they explained to Dad what that the hell was about, But that was 5 years ago. But they like say things. I mean, I'm older than all you
man.
motherfuckers. So.
Hey, a little salt in the wound.
I just told me I was
Yeah,
I
man,
had to-
leave it to Grubs to be the hip one of the bunch.
Right.
Right?
Grubbs is the hip one of the bunch. Doobie, what the hell's that supposed to mean? Is that age discrimination?
No, that was not. No, there was no
Whoa.
negative
Grubbs.
vibes there.
Oh,
You didn't deserve that, Grubbs. Doobie apologized.
No,
Hey,
I apologize.
he said
You
no
know,
negative
intended
vibes.
That way. I'm just.
Hey, you know what? I can impart wisdom on all you because I'm old as shit and been through everything y'all doing right now. Just like your daddy told you. And some of you might not have your daddy around, but guess what? I'm still here. And so I got that advice, man.
Hey,
Straight up.
Daddy Grubs in the house. Daddy Grubs in the house.
Daddy Grubbs.
That's
Papa
right.
Grubbs. Papa Grubbs.
Papa
Man.
Grubs.
Yo, guys, straight up, man. This whole going to Australia thing is blowed up. Boom. It's like, it's fucking amazing. So they're coming together. I can't show y'all
There it
quite
is.
yet, but
First one.
well, For the Love of Q is going to be the name of the team. For the Love of Q. You
Ooh.
got 2
All
Yanks,
right.
I'm on board
South
with that.
Africans, and 2 Australians. They're going to put us up on stage, demos and shit. You know?
I'm glad it's blowing up for you. You're not going down under.
Oh,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yes,
And you know what you look like. I might go further than that. So let's be easy.
Excellent.
Thank you, Johnson. Thank you. So
That was so good, Nombre. I'm not gonna lie.
I do need to tell them the YOLO story.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm telling y'all, man. It's freaking amazing, man. It's freaking amazing. And I'm trying to put I got a website will be coming up. Give me a few more weeks. We got grubaq.com coming up. I'm gonna try to hook up with some of this to sell through GrubAQ if they choose to. That's their option, but I got a few that's good. I'm gonna be able to sell through and some things going on. So, I'm putting it together, man. And when the Me Stock 2023 shirts come out that I got designed with the logo, everybody's gonna fucking want one. I'm gonna tell you.
Everybody.
And so I'm gonna be representing the Dude
reasonable
Network too.
expectations like that.
yeah, the Dude Network's going to be on the shoulder.
Well, let me see what happens with all of the fundraising and sponsorship thing will come up later. We'll see what happens. But I'm working on it. Okay, I'm trying to put together a plan. But I'm going to damn Australia and barbecue next year at the damn team at Sydney Meat Stock, and that's just the way it is. And there's another yank coming. Y'all all know who it is. If I told you before, I can't say right now. The person hasn't announced it. But they were in a really good mood when they won a state championship at Memphis in May. That's all I can say. You know,
maybe they would like to announce it live on the show Friday.
Yeah, you should ask him about that.
Well, send him an invite, James.
Yeah,
line them up.
Don't
James.
have Nombre do it. Just don't have Nombre do it.
I have bad luck. We're not gonna mention any names, but I already.
I can't do that. Right? We're they're getting the logo together, so it's a matter of finalization with your visas and some paperwork. I've already got mine started, and once that's done, it's going to be a big announcement. And I bet we could get that person to come on the show for an interview. I bet we could.
Let's do it.
That sounds like a pretty big name.
Tony, you probably know who I'm talking about.
On a scale, if you had to rate the name on a scale of 1 to 10, Grubs.
Well, who are you talking about, James?
1 being me, 10 being Myron.
Y'all don't see what y'all realize. Y'all talking about I've been drinking all the time and shit. But I gave the person's name 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I gave the person's name on this same thing. So, I mean, y'all goddamn YouTube and go rewind that motherfucker and watch it again. But the name was mentioned a few episodes back, okay? When I first announced it, I was going to maybe somebody else.
There it is.
Subscribe and go back.
Look at that. Yep, exactly.
It's got so more official. Because that was just kind of like, I was just like, we're hoping this is going to blah, blah, blah. No, now shit's fixing to happen. So you just got to chill with it. But it's going to happen. Hey, and Grubbs is going to be there, so it don't damn matter anyway.
Don't matter who's there. Life of the party's already there. That's all that matters.
It's going to be cool. Have y'all look? You get a minute, go to Meat Stock Australia website, meatstock.com, whatever it is, 2023. You'll see pictures from Meat Stock, what it's all about. It's a music barbecue festival, and they have certain guests that are invited there at the bottom of the page that are guests of Meat Stock. Okay, there's like 5 or 6. They're foreigners. You know, I'm not from Australia. That might make me a foreigner. I don't know, but my accent, I may have a harder time understanding them than they do me. I don't know, but Grubbs is freaking going.
I'm gonna throw a reverse card on that one.
You're on fire today, brother. You're on fire there.
Oh man. So hey, Willow Seasonings in here. So has everybody? Hey Rev, have you got to cook with the Willow yet?
I actually took about a week experimenting with the seasoning blend you sent me.
Nice. Oh boy.
So Grubbs, you've also got to work with Willow.
Oh shit! I'm gonna tell you, that damn brisket I did with Willow seasoning blend, that son of a bitch was off the damn chain. I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. One of the best, least expensive briskets I've ever bought. It was on sale, $1.99 a pound, choice brisket. That motherfucker. Damn. And I'm telling you, man, the people I gave half the brisket, and they're like, "Damn, that's the best damn brisket I ever had." And I said, "Well, hell, I know." But it's Willow season, and let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you right now, Willow. If you're listening, David, check it out. I made 2 batches of beef jerky this past week using his dry seasonings. I used sweet heat, and I added some extra hot sauce, and then I used sweet smoke, and added extra brown sugar. And I cooked them.
Oh, bud.
Cut them a little bit thicker. Oh, dude, I'm telling you. Boom! I could sell that shit for, I don't know how many dollars a damn bag of the damn store where I work. Then people are like, "Damn, Grubbs, you got to give me some." But this was an experiment for me. I only did one bottom round and one London broil for each seasoning. So, but it was an experiment for me. So, I'll give it to you. That's like the crack dealer, man. Look here, try this. And y'all gonna come talking about, "Damn, Grubbs, I need some of that jerky, man." What you got going on, So it was off the chain. Hey, David Willis, Seasonings and Blend. It's the bomb, man. Straight up.
For the win.
Yeah.
Best comment.
Yes.
Your Majesty.
Best comment.
It's awesome, man.
Hey.
Leave it to Twitch.
Yeah. Leave it to Twitch.
Oh, I love it, dude.
Eat so much beef jerky might block you up, though. You got to be careful with that shit,
I love haters.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for the attention. Thank you for the compliment and the comment. make sure you give us the subscription.
Yeah. Give us a share and a subscribe while you're at it.
Yep.
If you
Yeah,
like,
watching
like
these
imbeciles, you found the perfect place. Come on in. The weather's fine.
Come have a
We
drink
don't
with us.
even
What the hell, you know?
You know.
So Rev, what'd you think of Willow?
You know, it's one of the few seasonings that doesn't have additives. So if you look at the back of like a lot of different seasoning blends out there on the market, they use like silica powder or all kinds of interesting stuff to keep it fresh, but that alters the flavor, you know. And Willow seasoning actually has none of that.
Have you met Shabo?
Go ahead.
Have you met Grubs?
Go ahead.
I'm going light tonight. I only got a bottle of Irish whiskey. Y'all lucky.
All right.
So Rev,
Continue, Rev.
Yeah, Rev, go ahead.
So you actually get the flavors that are advertised, opposed to be muted or, you know, that's what MSG does. Everyone thinks there's this huge allergen to MSG, and that's kind of a lie. But what MSG does, it intensifies flavors, but it alters what you're making. Willow's Seasonings doesn't have any of that, so it's actually you're getting what you pay for. You know, and it definitely pairs well and marries well with a variety of different meats. Like I did bone-in pork chops, I did a bunch of steaks, I did chicken quarters, I did all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I even did a bunch of skewered shrimp and some lobster tails just to see. And it all actually marries very well with all kinds of products.
Which one did you get, Rev?
I got the Memphis.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you let me pick, didn't you?
Sure did.
Yeah, dude. That I did that.
Yeah, Memphis is my
sweet
favorite.
Smoke on the meatloaf and that chicken today. Oh, it was
Good stuff.
I haven't tried the feisty lime, but I bet the feisty lime would be killer.
Oh man.
I haven't yet.
Hey, fish
and Mexican cuisine.
Yeah, and like fajitas with skirt steak or something. Oh man. Oof.
Hey, that guy saying y'all Yanks, he's not talking about me. I'm Texan.
No, he's probably one of them UK guys that lost the war.
Hey, I damn you.
Yeah, we kicked your ass back in the 1700s.
Yeah, be a man.
I made my whole life below the sweet tea line. You know, I lived below the sweet tea line my whole life. So.
If it's typical Yanks, that's coming straight out of the UK, and I respect that we went international.
Hey, but probably. You know what? He's watching the show, and he might probably getting other people to watch it too. So, boom, there you go. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like my homegirl Taylor says: haters gonna hate.
Hey, man.
Sure, bro.
If he's commenting, hanging out, interacting, that's love right there.
Yeah, he's loving it, man. He just ain't ready. He's a dude yet. That's all. He'll get there. You know.
He said he called us imbeciles. He's learning from our speaking. So what does that make him? You know what I mean? I'll go roast all day.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Texas.
This guy's
don't let the accent drive the intellect. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't from around where you listen to what talk about. I might be Southern, but I tell you, y'all start talking about shit. Oh hell no! So don't let the accent drive
they insulted a Texan. Nombre's pissed.
This is clearly the first amount of hate.
I got a lot of family in Texas, man. I'm almost half Texan my damn self. I'm from Southwest Louisiana, like 30 miles from Texas. That's just the way it is, you know.
How do you feel about that, Nombre?
On that note, hey Tony, should I tell him my King of the Hill theory yet?
Yes, please. Rev Mike has a theory on ding-diddling, King of the Hill.
Propane accessories?
Yes.
So, King of the Hill is actually the cartoon sequel to Goodfellas. And I can prove it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So, what is short for Henry? Like the name.
I don't know nobody named Emery. I've never.
Hank? Is it Hank?
Maybe we are imbeciles.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a
it
nickname,
is.
not
Yeah,
short,
that's
but
right.
it's a nickname. Yeah.
Imbecile
So-
Network.
It ain't short.
So Henry Hill, that's Ray Liotta's character in Goodfellas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hank.
Where's Hank Hill from?
Texas.
Texas.
No. There's an episode of King of the Hill when Cotton wants to steal Santa Anna's leg from the Alamo Museum because they're going to give it back to Mexico. And Hank keeps talking about being a Texan, and they have a flashback. Hank Hill is actually born in the Bronx during a Yankees game.
Oh,
Which is exactly like. Oh
Henry Hill.
wow!
All
Yeah.
right, wait, there's more. So if you were in witness protection with your wife and everything, and they put you in Texas, they're going to try and make you blend in. So, barbecue? But what does a kid from Brooklyn know about smoking meats? So they make them sell propane and propane accessories, right?
Boom! Yeah.
Right?
Man.
keep going.
Why does his Spanish teacher wife not know how to speak Spanish?
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So
man.
if you're in witness protection,
Yeah.
you probably need so if you're in witness protection, you need a handler, right? So he's got this next door neighbor who's a conspiracy theorist. But he works with like poisonous chemicals all day long and smokes like a chimney. Why would a guy who's so obsessed with conspiracy theories do that, right?
God dang it, Dale.
So Dale Gribble has an alter ego named Rusty Shackelford, right?
Yeah, Rusty Shackelford.
So every time Dale Gribble's in trouble, he becomes Rusty Shackelford out of nowhere and gets out of trouble, right? So what's to say that's not his U.S. Marshal's real name?
Dude, you are plugging all the holes right now.
Wait, it gets
Oh,
better.
hey,
So wait, there's
That's
more.
good.
So if you watch Goodfellas,
But there's more.
Henry Hill is like cheating on his wife, right? With the chick he's dealing with. So they finally get into witness protection, right? She's probably a little pissed off and bones the other next door neighbor, and is why Bobby Hill looks like Bill Dauterive.
Well, hey, that's not the same comparison as the Flintstones and you know the Moonlighters, whatever back in the day when you know Jackie Gleason was doing his thing, the Honeymooners and the Flintstones, which was exactly the same thing, but that was a comparison. I mean, but not quite the same as the Honeymooners and the Flintstones. I mean, I could put the Honeymooners and Flintstones like the exact same shit, but a cartoon to a TV show. But that conspiracy, right? I'm not saying it's conspiracy, but that thought it could possibly happen because shit happens. I mean, you know, I had a damn rat jump on me out of a damn cooker, so shit happens. I mean, so it's possible that happened. You know?
Rev, that was. I don't know. That blew my mind a little bit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's a trip, man.
Sorry, Johnsy, I'm texting you stuff we're working
Perfect. Do it.
on. Yeah, we're clipping that. That one's going. That's got to be a standalone.
Yeah.
That's got to be a standalone video.
Absolutely.
So, man, Doobie, man, how's everything going for tomorrow, man? What's on the menu? I know you got rain in the forecast.
No,
Ooh.
man, it's starting to rain here in Las Cruces. I'm actually behind, obviously, because I'm still in my garage. So I gotta hop off here in a couple minutes and go make all my sauces and rubs, and then hit the road. And then I'm probably gonna hop back on for the after party for a little bit.
All right.
So that's
got a
my
busy
move.
day coming up, baby.
No, yeah, the next couple of weeks are gonna be pretty crazy for me. So I'm gonna be riding the wave, you know. So
There we go.
Be happen.
Nice.
But I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm gonna jump off here and get some shit done, and then I'll jump in the after party.
Cool.
All right.
All right, later, buddy.
See you guys.
Take care,
Bye,
dude.
Doobie. Bye, Doobie. All right, I'm texting Shabo here. See you.
Dude.
Hey, y'all cooking
Man,
anything?
Mustache grew back
Rev,
yet?
you kind of messed me up with that. I can't
Yeah.
stop thinking about it all now.
You're welcome, Johnsy.
Man. I mean, I
No.
love a good conspiracy
Johnson,
theory.
You can't control it.
And that-
Don't let it.
That's-
You can't control
That's
it.
barely. I don't even know how you'd argue against it. After that,
Yeah. So, has anyone ever done a smoked meatloaf yet, or am I the only nut job that Rev's probably done it in 60 different recipes? So we'll let him go last. You ever smoke Grubs? You ever smoke a meatloaf?
I don't do meatloaf, man. That's what I fed me when I was a kid in the fucking project. That's one thing I don't eat, man. That and tuna casserole, you can have it because I grew up eating that shit as a kid. I'd rather have a can of ravioli cold than I would a meatloaf.
Not only no, Tony, but hell in no.
I mean, I ain't mad at you if you could cut me off a little slice and build me up a sandwich and have me a sandwich on a nice brioche bun with some tomato and lettuce and onion. Right. And you say, well, that's a meatloaf sandwich. Now that's a whole different thing. But when you're throwing a meatloaf and cutting it off and trying to throw me some dry ass vegetables and shit on the side with it, Grubs ain't doing it, man.
Grubs ain't doing it.
Hey, what if you don't make dry ass meatloaf? My meatloaf's not dry.
Yeah, but you ain't married to my wife, so I mean that's what I'm talking. 34 years. I'm talking about the meatloaf. I gotta eat.
What?
No.
You ain't married.
Grubs ain't eating it. Okay.
He ain't eating it. He ain't having it. Okay. All right.
Hey, if you got really good squishy bread and a slice, a good squishy bread and a slice, a dill pickle and some mustard, I can make a sandwich out of it. I don't care where it's at dry. But if you just serve me a meatloaf dinner and it's dry and like got ketchup on top of it, hell no. That's all there is to it.
I won't eat it either.
In my meatloaf, I actually like to take a lot of like chopped up peppers and onions and throw them in there because I've learned that kind of helps hold the moisture in a lot more, and it kind of helps.
And it changes. There's a texture thing. Texture when you're biting, flavors when you're biting. So it
gives it that different. It's not just one solid texture platform. It changes it up. I like to throw like some shit. I make fancy meatloaf, man. Like I'll stuff that bitch with some cheese, all kinds of shit. But up here,
I eat stuff with cheese, man. But damn, the meatloaf part of it. It's like I don't know, man. They say it was a kid thing growing up. Me in the projects, that's what we got to eat, and so
we all had those. I think we've all probably grew up in the same.
Yeah, you might have some. It might be spam for you, or tuna casserole for you, or pasta salad for you, or macaroni.
There's a lot
and
for me.
Yeah,
stews and roast. I do not do. I've recently rediscovered a love for slow cooking by doing like birria, like doing like birria style tacos. Like, that's like a money chuck roast because I hate roast. I can't stand it, but I finally found a way to eat roast like delicious. Because like I didn't like.
I love chuck roast. Chuck roast.
Slow cooker, man. I think anything slow cooker for me, it took me a lot on this barbecue journey on here for me to like get past using it again. Because I hated it.
Yeah, but you could do a chuck roast on a low enough temperature on some of these grills. I mean, maybe not directly over hot charcoal, but indirectly, and cook it at 225, 215, 210, long enough to make it as tender as you can in a crock pot. Maybe not as juicy, but if you add tallow on something as you're finishing off and it's cooking, I'm telling you, because there's enough fat content in a chuck roast, that's a fucking bomb. I don't care how. I think chuck roast is underrated, just like I do with tenderloin. I think cost-wise, the chuck roast is a freaking way to go, whether you put it in a crock pot, put it on the grill, slice it up, make jerky. Jerky is too fat for it, but you can still slice chunks of it like this and put it on direct fire on the grill, and it's really good and beefy. It's as beefy as a brisket to me. You know, I think I love cooking chuck roast, man, but
no, I haven't done one brisket style or done the poor man burn ends yet. But
it's good.
And you want a good deal and some good quality, check out our friends at meatagaininc.com.
I know them.
Yeah, you've got some. Hey, I did a rack of lamb from them this week. First time I've ever done one.
I've never done one.
I haven't either yet.
I've never done from the show.
Come on. Hey, we're gonna. All right, hang on. Nombre sent a picture of his meatloaf. I got to show this. This is epic.
That's pre social media.
Huh.
Cool.
Oh wow. Man, you bougie.
Yeah,
that ain't a meatloaf.
It looks more like a hamburger pinwheel than anything.
Yeah, it's a stuffed steak or something. That ain't no damn meat. There ain't nothing looking at that meat right there.
You guys Nombre's a little fancy, man.
I gotta hear how
my meatloaf.
It looks awesome, dude.
I appreciate it. You throw in your bowl, There's diced up bell pepper of your choice. I'm red, yellow, and orange, not green. Green's bitter. When you cook down red, yellow, orange, little sweetness to it.
Hops, boom.
Chop some onion and your favorite choice of seasoning. I mix it all in the bowl. What I do is then I get your cutting board of choice. I get it a little bit of damp. Put my hand in the water, get it damp. I throw the meat on the cutting board and I start pressing it into a large rectangle.
Gotcha.
When I do that, then I start layering it with bacon and cheese, and I roll it. That's why I water it and I roll it.
Oh, bro,
that's what you're seeing. And then I put
Yes, dude.
an empty gap. Then I smoked it with 3 raw bacons on top, raw, to keep it moisture.
Yes.
And then at the very end, you get your cheese of choice. I use Gouda. Put it on top the last 5-10 minutes. And that's what there's a slice video.
Question.
Yeah.
Mr. Nombre, so the cheese inside, are you using a packaged shredded cheese or are you shredding cheese? Because they have different melt,
I love
valuables,
That's listen to what Grubbs just said, people. Grade your own cheese. Grade your own cheese.
Yeah.
Grade your own cheese.
It's totally different.
You don't have to.
It is. They cling. The other shit's clunky and stuff. It won't melt the same way.
So your choice. Whatever you want to choose. If you're not going to grade it, if you're gonna buy pre-graded, it's however you want it. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever makes you happy. I've seen a lot of Instagrammers and TikTokers use American sliced cheese with a plastic. Hey, not my preference. You try to melt that.
No, sir.
When it's wrapped in plastic and pressed, it ain't no damn real cheese. No way. It's called cheese food. And if you look at the wrapper, it'll say that real freaking cheese. It's a cheese food product.
You know what that's called in the restaurant industry, right?
What's
It's a cheese byproduct.
If you look up like Cisco, U.S. Foods, and Shamrock, it's called American Loaf Cheese Product.
Yeah.
Like
cheese product because it's a
cheese.
It's a byproduct of them making the other cheeses, and then they dye it orange.
Gotcha, John Z.
Yeah, that sounds like what we had got with the government when we had to go get you cheese and peanut butter and the damn
that cardboard box government cheese. That's what it is. It's the same thing.
Bingo.
Hey, Frickson. Hey, don't worry. She's on here. Don't worry. Hey, they'll be back.
Yeah.
Hey, we still got them. We can't get rid of the logo.
I'm fixing to set up an account with Friction Family Farms. So I got an email from her, but I'm gonna set up an account with them because the pecanias she sent me, the one I'm telling you, it was straight up fucking badass.
It was as good as the
I know. And there's a big difference, man, because I've had choice, I've had Angus, and I've had prime pecanias over the last 2 or 3 months. And there's a difference in the meat. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, and every good barbecuer knows the prime cooks better. And I'm going to tell you why. My opinion is because all that fat in between the connective tissue melts down so much easier when you're cooking it than just clumps of fat in or around it, So it makes a freaking better product, man.
Really?
Marbling is an important thing, man. It's a very important thing.
Rev,
it makes a difference in cooking.
Recipe?
Yeah, it makes it so big.
Oh yeah, I would love to hear that. Yeah,
Brett,
mine's going to take a couple of minutes.
What's your most epic meatloaf recipe?
I actually do a meatloaf that's got like 6 different meats in it.
Hell yeah!
Of course.
So
I told you.
There's like beef, pork, lamb, smoked meats like bacon, pulled pork that I run through a grinder, and toss it all together, and then add a bunch of different spices and then vegetables. Where we cook down a bunch of carrots, onions, bunch of peppers, and then make your loaf in a loaf pan just for the form with parchment paper. Then turn that upside down on like a sheet pan, and then put that in the smoker and like wrap it in bacon and let it smoke till it comes to temperature.
So let me ask you one question. Do you live up north?
Yeah, I live in the mountains.
Northern Arizona.
Because there ain't nobody in this quarter of the country would ever cook a fucking meatloaf like that. I mean, it sounds freaking awesome. They wouldn't do it. No, they so simple up here. They're trying to well, let me see what we got left over in the refrigerator. They just blend it all together, put it in the meat pan.
But you know what though? Like that's the art of barbecue though, is that we can take like our childhood when we were all poor and stuff, and that now that we have accumulated all this knowledge through each other and the community of barbecue, we've taken in boring ass, plain ass recipes, as Grubbs would say, and I would agree, and we've learned on like the way to make them badass meals, like epic. Like we
and Tony, the cooking techniques too. The cooking techniques have changed so much over the years.
Yeah,
that's something. I mean, the first grills were just like charcoal in a damn bottom of a pit. You know what I mean? But then they didn't even know indirect. They just piled up charcoal and they cooked it on top of it. And then slowly all this has changed. So the cooking techniques between wood, charcoal, indirect, pellet grills, gas grills, all that shit has changed. How you can do that with a meatloaf, But if there's anything
I beg to differ.
Why is that?
Oh, so it's not the cooking technique. It's the equipment that has evolved. So basically, what you're saying is we do all the same stuff we've done for a millennium. It's just that we have different vessels to do it in. It's all the same stuff. It's how we do that and what do that with.
I agree. There's agreement there, man. But because people are trying to make money as we move on, and they build cookers differently, but we all adapt to how the cookers have changed. I mean,
but even if you look at the cookers, it's the same thing. It's just the vessel that you're doing it in has adapted from the materials and technology. Like you have indirect cooking where people have smoked things for a millennium, where you have a tripod of wood where your meat lays on top of it, and then you have your fire with your dried wood over here, and it creates indirect heat and smoke for smoking. Now, essentially, that's the same theory as like an indirect pellet smoker. Your meat's over here, your heat's coming from over here, and that's where your smoke's coming from. It's the same thing. It's just what we use to do it.
Yeah, the pellet grill, don't bring that in the same thing because that's a whole different thing. Right. That way it fires, and there's when you close that pellet grill, and believe me, I've had one almost 3 years now, and but I got every kind of grill you can name. The way you close that grill, that firebox is still blowing and blowing. I mean, it's flowing and blowing, man. I mean, I love having a pellet grill. Don't get me wrong, but it has its place in so many applications as opposed to a reverse flow or my drum smoker or the ugly drum, because the pellet grill it's got its place. And I'm going to tell you straight up, for everybody who's watching the show or chooses this, look, I might want to get a barbecue pit. What kind should I get to start with? Don't buy a gas grill. Don't buy a gas grill. Buy a pellet grill. If that's your first grill you ever buy a pellet grill. If you don't want to go to charcoal, offset, reverse flow, it don't matter. Start with a pellet grill. And if you're new at it, it'll work for you, man. Because it just freaking works. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I can do what I can do on the pellet grill as well as I can do on my giant reverse flow smoker, as I can on my green egg, as I can on my ugly drum smoker. So it can do what it loves, but you have to know what you're doing when you do it. You just can't.
That's great advice, Grubbs.
Yeah,
that's perfect. Great advice. Money saver for first timers and wanting to learn.
Sure.
You get used to the pellet grill, then you start venturing off.
Sure.
Now,
in essence,
here we go. Hank Hill himself coming in.
But real quick, if you want to get a balance of both, there's always Cletus Smokers. Holla at your boy.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, boom. Yep.
In essence, you're really talking about cooking meat for the most part over fire and smoke.
Fire. Yeah.
Right. Fire and smoke.
Direct heat or indirect heat, it's fire and smoke. The vessel that you're doing it in is really up to the person making the food. I mean, there's
So
creativity.
It's almost a blend of both technology and some technique has had to adapt along with the technology.
I mean, you got guys like the meat scientist out there, Mad Max, the meat scientist, and like the Chef Kuso, and these dudes that are just doing like
the sausage sensei, Tony. I
shouldn't forgot about him.
He's like the whole scientific part of that shit.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. We need to.
We also got Rev. We got Rev here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, Rev. If there's one goal I have for this show, it's to show how big and beautiful the Rev's brain is, and I think we're starting to tap into it a little bit. But here's the thing: I like propane. I know it's like boo, but up here in Ohio,
ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
But that's a flavor profile that is to Ohio. I mean,
and you like your food tasting like gas?
I don't mind it.
No, it don't taste like gas. It don't taste. It tastes like fire on meat. Straight up.
I disagree. Now, if you do a low and slow and you have a low heat, yeah. But I have smoked stuff like Nombre seen me smoke shit on Rev.
No, I've seen it, buddy. I know.
Yeah, but like it's possible. And again, like my wife will not eat anything off the smoker unless it's like a smoked cream cheese or something that's like but up here it's not a thing. But like everyone likes shit off the gasser. I mean, because you're using the gas on your Blackstone, it's propane too. I mean, but no one talks about bitches about that.
Because
that's because you don't have direct contact from the
gas.
Still, though, I mean, it's like I don't know. I think it gets shit on.
Sorry,
really cool stuff.
I didn't mean to strike a chord.
If you're a real barbecue guy, you can master all of them.
Absolutely.
Hey, I got a crawfish broiler.
I didn't mean to.
Propane.
John, I'll come out.
Hey, shit, man.
Pellet grill.
Oh, come on, let's go.
I'm reverse flow. I do them all, but a pellet grill, Tony, is not going to make your foods so overly smoky unless you choose to do that. You can cook that pellet grill exactly like a gas grill, okay? But you will get a better color and a better crispness on the skin without burning shit up. I mean, the gas grill is great, especially with chicken. I'm gonna tell you, and pork, country style pork, burn, it gets high temperature, crisp skin. I mean, it's the bomb, but you don't get flavor from a gas grill. And so what I'm saying as a barbecue dude is your cook source, your food source, your wood source should be part of your recipe. And that's what makes a better product than some other people make. Whether you add wood or pellets or whatever it is, that's part of your recipe. That changes the whole flavor and texture of the freaking meat, as opposed to cooking on gas, And it just would.
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing if you just cook over charcoal. Each one has the same argument you can make for all of them.
It's a profile thing too. Yeah. Hey, John, you have to cook charcoal. It's going to change the flavor, so it should be part of your recipe. That's what you got to do when you're making this shit.
Just like a good seasoned, like a Blackstone or whatever flat top is going to change the flavor because you got tons of flavor on there.
Yeah. So your heat source should be
cast
part
iron.
Of your
it doesn't matter.
Right. No matter how you cook it, I don't give a damn. And I'll cook it any way you want. I got every cook source you got right here. But it's part of your recipe.
That's the way I need it. Any way you want.
So, Tony, I know you got a charcoal grill where you live. I mean, besides your gas grill.
Actually, I currently do not own a charcoal grill. I just put the inserts on my hot box on the Oklahoma Joe and cook on that. Or I'll fire up my fire pit and just put a big thing of charcoal and just cook it on the open pit too. That's when I use charcoal. That's how I cook it. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah, and Nombre knows that I do. Nombre can testify that I have yet to be. I'm still a cheap ass and will not buy a basic Weber.
No, you need
I love my kettle, bro.
But no, I mean, I am getting the Cletus. It's coming. Hopefully next month I got it. So.
Yeah, and that's pellet or charcoal.
I've been doing the smoke. I also use the smoke tube in the propane, which is a nice way to offset that propane because you can use the far left burner and put everything on the far right if you have a 3-burner propane, and then you put that smoke tube where you can do wood, or you can get like a smoke box and then you can put it down on the actual flame And also like there's products like Bear Mountain Barbecue that throws those smokeums where they have the pellets.
Oh yeah, I've seen you use those.
And you'll throw them on there, and like it makes like a nice little additive of smoked flavor, and it smells bomb. I mean,
have you,
good.
Tony? Have you used one of those smoking pouches on your open pit?
I did. Yeah, I did some boneless, skinless chicken thighs with that Remy's from Brockmar. And then I threw it. I had my actual fire going because it was just charcoal. So charcoal, you know, it burns clean, but doesn't really have any like specific flavor. So I took like the savory barbecue smoke and I threw it on the actual bed of coals, and I got like that little extra layer of flavor in my smoke on the chicken. I thought it was.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it was just. I mean, I just like you guys know me. I like to play around.
You still burn? You burn briquettes, Tony? You burn briquettes or lump?
Oh, I do lump. Yeah, I don't do briquettes.
Okay. Because and even in that brands, man, there's different lumps that are way better than others. I mean, that's just
does anybody know where? Does anybody know where briquette charcoal came from?
I don't know, but I bet you do.
Why it was invented?
From lump.
Am I going to be surprised or horrified by this answer?
They use it to fuel the automotive industry.
Love the Remy. Love it.
You got to remember back when the Model A and Model T Fords were created, when Henry Ford created the assembly line, a lot of stuff was made of wood. Okay, so floorboards, spokes for the wheels, basically the entire dashboard was made of wood, right? So when you do that, you get a lot of byproducts like saw.
Exactly.
And Henry Ford wanted to always make a dime off of anything he could, collected all the sawdust, compacted it, and set it on fire, and he made a specific car to promote Kingsford charcoal. It was called the Weekender that had a barbecue grill that folded out of the truck. So if you bought that car,
that's right. I forgot about that.
That's big.
Kingsford originally was a subsidiary of Ford Motor Cars.
Yeah. He just put 100%. It was just Ford, and that was before people were barbecuing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was, no, he's a smart ass motherfucker. I mean, let's be honest. Hey, cheers to him right here.
The problem with briquettes is like if I can grill over them like really fast, but if I do any type of like long cook, they mess my stomach up. Whatever they glue all that sawdust with together, so I don't.
Yeah.
I use lump.
I prefer lump. I've never put lighter fluid. I've had an egg for 21 years now, and never put a drop of lighter fluid in that son of a bitch ever.
Yeah, me.
And it's I can't tell you. I mean, because I grew up, where we had briquettes and the charcoal, and they would
bottle of Kingsford.
That's the kettle, yeah. Fire that kettle up.
Got fuel.
And what's crazy as a kid is I love that flavor. I was like, "Oh, this is so good!" Like now as an adult,
it was that smell,
no wonder I'm bald.
I'll smell people cooking that exact way down the road and stuff, and I'm like, "Oh man,
terrible."
Yeah,
no, you can really smell it, but. Y'all, hey, barbecues come so far, man, from the 50s and 60s. We all know that. I mean, to where it's got to be such a professional thing, and with the TV shows. And now you got like high schools in Texas and Oklahoma got they got barbecue and team clubs.
Yeah. That's so cool.
That's it, man. That's badass. I mean, I don't care how you look at it. That's just badass. It's teaching 16, 17 years how to barbecue. And they had a team recently compete against a professional Texas team and win. I mean, from a high school team. So
that's freaking sick.
It's shit, man. It's the progress in the wood, the seasonings, the techniques, but it all comes down to it. You know what? When it's done, it's done. And I'll cook it like I like it, and then I hope you like it too. Boom. That's what it's all about,
I will say I used Fogo I bought my first bag of Fogo last week, and I doubt I go anywhere else.
All right.
I like that. I like that.
I've never
Johnson
tried it
uses
except
his-
on the
uses
show we
mic to
did.
pack his cigarettes.
Johnson's muted, so he can't really talk about it.
No,
but-
because last week someone gave him hell because he packed those cigarettes for 10 minutes, looking like he was jacking off, and now he's like, "I'm just gonna mute because I'm gonna get called out."
Yeah, we still see his hands.
That's not- whatever. hey, this is who I am. You don't like it?
Hey, Jonesy, how are those Virginia Slim Menthol 100s treating you today, bro?
Hey, you hear the voice.
We use Fogo on the show though, but I haven't.
No,
I
real
can't
quick.
buy
I
it
love
around here.
Fogo. I love Fogo. I
can't
did
buy
a
it
trip through a bunch of other big name companies, and yeah, there's some good ones out there, but Fogo's really good price. It's always available and it's good stuff. I really like it.
Well, see,
It's always available where you live. You know,
Yeah,
where I live, I can't buy that shit. You know.
Yep.
Academy? You don't have Academy Sports and Outdoor?
Well, I got a Home Depot, and that's Ingles grocery
Oh.
store, and that's fucking it. You know, what I mean,
That's the other. You had that. There's that other company. What's it? Jealous Devils in Home Depot.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnsy, since you smoke so much, you gotta get one of these, bro.
What? I don't even know what that is.
artificial lung, Johnson.
I can't see it. An ashtray?
There's a company that makes these specific ashtrays from World War II surplus equipment.
Oh, that's cool.
That one came off of a Navy bomber from World War II. That was the ammo crate that held the 50 cal ammo cans.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the
That's hella
inserts
cool.
are made from brass, from like artillery shells.
Damn.
Oh, you
That's-
showed
yeah,
me those. Yeah.
that's way cool.
It was really good.
Yeah, check out artilleryworks.com. And these guys do all this stuff by hand, and they make bars and like whiskey flights where you get like a tray with a bunch of shot glasses, and the shot glasses are made out of these 37 millimeter rounds, and they have glass shot glasses on top of them, dude. It's like really awesome stuff.
It's called Artillery Works.
Yeah, I'll send you the
all right, yeah.
Is
Perfect.
it safe to say that they're a better known company?
That's one way of putting it, yeah. They also do like custom trench art. Like if you have a bunch of stuff you brought back from being in the military or whatever, and you can send it to them and ask them for like custom stuff, and there's a disabled vet who works for him, and that's all he does is make like custom made trench art from your
That's
stuff.
cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nombre, man. Any big cooks coming up this weekend?
I'll try to do something tomorrow because it's gonna rain again Sunday. We got football with my 5-year-old tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun. So we'll see. Do something. Got the itch.
Yeah.
I need to cut the grass because it finally rained.
Yeah.
Hey, the grass ain't going nowhere, man. Okay, unless it's fucking knee high, you ain't got to worry about handling the other shit because unless you live in a place where the neighbors are going to fucking complain. If you do, I'm sorry that you do. But
I live in the ranch.
Yeah,
here in the trailer park. Here in the trailer park, you don't mow your lawn because then you find like car parts and engines and shit. You just gotta leave the grass growing, man.
I owned it 3 weeks ago, so that I know them engine parts ain't there. And my little dog Gizmo keeps that shit away. So,
fucking Rev for the win.
Love it.
Got to keep the car parts covered up. Let it grow.
Old washing machines, toilets, all that crap.
Oh, hey, if you haven't turned a toilet into a flower pot or a flower vessel,
what's wrong with that? Don't be all bougie on me. Don't go bougie, Tony.
You're not American. You're not an American until you plant some flowers in a toilet.
I'm going to tell you this.
You know how much it costs to throw one away? It costs $20 to take it to the dump, fill the bitch full of dirt, put flowers in it. You don't
want to do that, man. Because when you have the brothers over and everybody's been eating and drinking out of the jars, someone is going to take a shit in it. It's gonna happen.
It's got full of flowers and thorns and shit, to be honest. If you want to back your ass up on that, there's fleas and ticks and all kinds of shit up in there.
Man.
Yeah, that takes a special decision to make right there.
The funniest jackass skit of all was when that guy went to that random Depot store and just took a shit in one of the displays.
The display.
And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll be done in a minute." And he's reading the newspaper.
Dude, have you noticed that, like, at Lowe's and Home Depot, all of the display toilets are at an angle now? That's why they did that.
And that's another reason why we didn't get selected to go to Roku.
That's why we're not on a trailer for Lion King. You know what I'm saying?
No.
What?
What's wrong, guys? You can't feel the love tonight?
Oh, I can feel
What?
love.
What love? What am I missing, Jonesy?
The Lion King song. Jesus.
Yeah, man, dude.
Well, hey, my kids don't watch
Hakuna Matata, baby.
Disney, but Lion King, fortunately.
You were a kid when Lion King came out.
No, I did not.
I was an old man already. Shit, I'm, Hakuna
I remember the
Matata.
song like Hakuna
Or
Matata.
dance.
Hey, whatever. No, Ray and Rev got it. That was enough.
Yeah, Mufasa's bad. Simba's
The
good.
two of us.
Yeah.
Mufasa's good.
Oh,
Scar's bad.
oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
Yeah. Be a man. Don't watch Disney.
Well, hey, let me say, let's hope we all have a great weekend of barbecuing and enjoying life, okay? And we'll go to the after show when you're ready, Tony, but I'm just telling you, everybody,
Take it
it's
easy.
great, man. Visiting with you, everybody, all you guys.
Whoa. Hey,
Yeah,
MC Grubbs in the house.
Jesus.
No,
I
I'm,
actually, hang on.
I've had,
This
a good,
shit.
I've had such a good time tonight, and I ain't even drinking moonshine, but I appreciate
Hey.
all of y'all, man.
Not that he ever does on the show already.
No, nothing like that ever happens here. Nothing.
Never.
Oh,
Smoked
banana bread.
meatloaf.
Oh, Willow.
Grubs, this is for you, Big Daddy.
I hope you slather that.
You
catch-
need to get a little slice off that, put some white bread with a little mustard and shit. I mean,
I
let's be
use
honest.
Italian seasoned breadcrumbs in mine.
That's what I use.
I think that's what everyone uses.
If you're not,
No.
it's just kind of
Not
dumb.
everyone.
You know,
Well,
I
you don't make meatloaf, so that don't count.
I use Ritz crackers for the butteriness.
But I use
Yeah,
whole wheat.
I do. I have used Ritz a lot too
I say
because Ritz
people
are really good. Yeah.
But I use whole wheat
No.
grits.
Corn
You know, I
bread.
do. And I'm trying to maintain that girlish figure and shit. So, I ain't got
Hey,
time
I'm
to
telling
be
you
all
right
bloated
now.
and shit.
I'm telling you right now, if someone tries to feed me some cornflake ass meatloaf, I'm
No,
gonna
whole
say
wheat
no,
crackers,
thank you. No.
You ain't
never-
know.
you
never
You
ate
won't know.
cornflakes and
You won't
meatloaf.
know.
Yeah.
You won't know.
I'll ask him.
Jonesy.
I'll ask him.
No, Braves, I can
What'd
taste
you
it.
use?
You can taste the malt in it.
Jesus,
And stuff.
did you use breadcrumbs? They'll be like, no, we use cornflakes, and I'll be like, have a good night.
We use frosted flakes. I gotta go.
No, don't do that.
That's a whole nother level of Frosted Flakes. I mean,
Bro, ain't nobody want Tony the
Frosted
Tiger in their
Flakes.
meatloaf, bro.
No.
No, sir.
It's like
no,
No,
an episode
sir.
of Roseanne.
Right?
Episode of Roseanne. She's making meatloaf and she's putting cereal and Darlene's like, "What are you doing? Well, how else am I gonna feed 6 kids?"
6 kids, what, a pound of meat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
I love that episode, dude, because they try to buy like the brand name cereal.
And she
And
takes
she
it out of the
comes
box.
out the cheap, the bag.
Yeah.
And
She's
they're
like,
like,
"Mom,
"Is that
don't
what
buy
you
that,
get
Mom.
for us?"
Why are you buying that?" Yeah,
That's my life. That's my life.
She opens the box, throws the box away, gets the name brand box, and puts the cheap one inside. She goes, "Problem
Yeah.
solved."
Hey,
I want that.
it was never cinnamon toast crunch. It was cinnamon toasties from Montoville.
Yeah, exactly. That big bag,
Yeah.
8 pounds for a nickel.
I think I
yeah.
got a bag of those in the pantry.
No, dude. Hey, so now as an adult, I've gone back and been like, man, I work now. I'm buying the good stuff. It sucks, man. the bag has way more cinnamon sugar on it.
It's way more high fructose corn syrup. And
Yeah, it's way more poisonous for you. It's way terrible for you.
Exactly.
It's still in the bag, and you can still put it in a bowl. So,
hey, I have cereal like I don't know 6 times a year, so I'm eating what I want.
Hell yeah.
Talking about cereal real quick. Guys, y'all need to go buy this at your local store. And they don't sponsor us, but so good. Pancakes, waffles.
Is it that good, Nombre?
Coffee. Yeah, dude.
Really?
French toast.
He never brings a prop, so it's got to be the real
it's got to be good.
If Nombre...
So
he left
it's
to go
10
get
o'clock
it.
at night. He's telling him about drinking some coffee and shit. That got me fucked up, man. I ain't gonna lie.
No. In the morning, instead of putting sugar and creamer, just a little bit of this.
Nombre, do you put cinnamon in your coffee grounds when you make coffee?
No,
it's good.
Because, I started drinking coffee late in life, and I went straight to Keurig's.
Oh,
terrible!
So at work, we use coffee filters
and you teased me about having a pellet grill.
No, but it's good with cinnamon.
No, dude, they are so convenient. It's amazing for cups
I'm the
of
only
coffee.
one that drinks coffee. The wife doesn't drink coffee, so I used to have a pot.
Less at life, all right? Come on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Sad.
Like,
hey, everyone also throw out a reminder. We are doing we do have a little bit of we're doing a little bit of sports stuff for the football season. We are doing a fantasy football league. We got some partners going on with that. We're going to do the draft live on August 31st. So that will be something a little different, something a little new. Try to bridge the gap between barbecue, tailgating, and football. You know, just have to do the damn thing.
Well, make sure you don't get confused. This is the Dude Network.
This is the Dude Network. It's not just about barbecue. We just like it a lot.
Yeah. I like that you guys have embraced the concept. Go Tigers.
No, go fucking Tigers. Tigers.
Put them up.
I didn't know you were a Bengals fan.
Yeah. Well, if Joe Burrow's the quarterback.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, here we go.
No. That shit held on. Y'all just got
to you know who needs to sponsor?
Speaking about Bengals, their white helmet is clean, bro.
That is a clean.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the purple in LSU is clean too. That's why I wore this shirt tonight. You know what? We only got 2 weeks, man.
Hey, okay. Yeah, we get it, Grubs. We get it. But let's roll tide and move on.
Oh shit!
What?
No. That just hurts his soul.
No. Hey, you know what? I think we got a hemorrhoid.
An Alabama fan?
I got a hemorrhoid when he said that.
Are you an Alabama fan, or are you just throwing fuel on the fire?
No, I just love stoking that fire so much. So I was in a band for a while, and the drummer was this older cat from England, and diehard soccer fan. He's a diehard Arsenal fan, and I used to walk in and be like screaming Chelsea or Manchester United. He would get like his blood would boil, even though he knew I was fucking with it. It's just funny to me.
Hooligans are totally
dude.
Breed, man.
And check this out. That guy has a record of being arrested at a game for being a soccer hooligan.
Good for him.
And Jonesy, you just spoke about a soccer game.
Right? I don't watch soccer.
Technically,
I don't watch soccer.
Technically, it's a match.
Yeah. Oh, hey, just let it go.
It's a
no. Let it go.
Soccer. I don't know why we're like the only country that doesn't like soccer as number one. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
I watched it when Italy won the World Cup, but that was like I don't even remember how many years ago.
All right, we have given soccer way too much time on this show.
Sorry, yeah. Hey, no, but back to fantasy football. We're talking about fantasy football.
Yeah,
we're doing a live draft.
We got some partners. Cleveland Whiskey is going to we got four partners that we're gonna have the Corporate Stooges division plus Nombre, and then we're gonna No, but we got Evil
Oh,
Genius
man.
Beer. They're donating like a shirt and a sign to the winner. Cleveland Whiskey's gonna be a part of it since they've been a part of the show. Branch Barbecue Sauce is going to be a part of it as well. And then also our good friend David at Willow,
Hey,
who was bragging that he won his last league last year. So I can't wait to whoop on his ass this year. But
Oh,
no,
boy.
shots fired. Yeah, he.
Yeah.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is when you brag about how you won your league last year, you're begging to get shit talked to. So he opened up the Pandora's box for that.
hey,
So,
here's the deal.
David,
I haven't
love
done
you.
fantasy in a few years, so
No, yes, it's week to week,
this is
baby.
gonna be.
Week to
I
week.
made Johnsy.
Hey, you don't have to tell us when you jack off and don't, bro.
Yeah, I made Johnsy play this year just so he can beat Nombre, who takes it very seriously.
I'm coming out of retirement to kick Texas's ass.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm drafting a kicker with my number 1 pick, bro.
Is there a fantasy page set up for the Dude Network to put this together? I mean,
Here.
where do I come along and say I want to play the game, man?
Are you a fantasy football guy, Grubbs?
I can't. Hell yeah.
You have to work technology. No offense.
Yeah, but I got that. Hey, look, I'm all about New Orleans Saints and the Southeast, and
You draft Saints alone by himself. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, he's out. He's out.
okay. So you wrong,
we
man.
did. Actually, did you know the NFL game I'm at next month cooking is with Miss Tina? Is it for the Saints Panthers game?
Well, it's preseason, so I don't even pay no shit to that, man, because it's preseason, man.
It's not preseason.
We're cooking next month.
Preseason matters.
Game in the NFL season against the Saints.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're cooking up. Me and Tina are going head to head, Pro versus Joe.
I saw that on the damn. Yeah.
Dude Network. Yes.
On the Dude Network.
Yeah.
So-
I'm probably going to go live during that cook. It's like a 2-hour thing. If I can have like a power source, I'll probably go live during the whole competition.
Let's do this.
There's like a little small generator that like.
Yeah, you
Because
bit off a
Miss
big chunk
Tina-
on that one.
It's we got it on the YouTubes. If Miss Tina loses to me both times, because it's fan voted, the fans there at tailgate vote on the food. If I win both, she's got to get a Dude Network lower back tattoo, a Hennis one. She's not doing
A henna tattoo, yeah.
Oh, Hannah. Okay,
yeah,
that's different.
tat.
Tony, I told you
That's
I'd get the Dude Network tramp stamp, but it would cover up my Night Train Lane tramp stamp, bro.
That's the greatest. That was one of the greatest comments in any of the shows ever.
The wife was excited that she's not the only one that's got a Night Train Lane tramp.
Yeah.
We're a very special club there, Tony.
A lot of coughing going on here. Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of cigarette packing and.
Yeah, that's what that is. Cigarette packing.
You guys can say it's all right. You guys don't hurt my feelings.
No, we don't.
Jonzy, can I buy you a shake weight, bro?
A what?
A shake weight.
Yeah, you hold it up to your
shake.
face.
Yeah.
So look,
Well, I'm thinking in my mind, how the hell y'all gonna bet on
get
a
off
damn
of me.
game like that?
Get off of me. Number one, the reason I pack my cigarettes so much is because I have some OCD issues, and that's the one I do. All right, so get off.
Hey, at least it ain't COPD,
Okay,
John.
I'm leaving it alone on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Johnsy earned some reprieve on that comment.
he sure did.
OCD
I'm still
is
gonna break
better
your
than
balls about the Virginia
COPD.
Slims, though, dude.
What?
I'm still gonna break your balls about the Virginia Slim Menthol hundreds.
Oh
bro.
no, dude, that's yeah. I don't care.
That's the thing.
But just for the
OCD
record,
is better than COPD because too much of my
Bro.
I got my folks involved with that shit, and they got tubes up their fucking nose walking around the damn house because they smoked cigarettes and lost half the fucking lung. And I'm just telling you from my point of view, but
hey,
OCD is
no.
better than COPD.
See, I'm going.
You
Yeah,
that
I
was
hear ya.
OPP?
You know me.
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
Jonesy, that's the brand my ex-wife smokes, dude.
We rapping in the 80s and shit.
Sorry. What do you want me to do?
No, you gotta go get Carnival. They're like
No, hey, Johnsy. Hey, Johnsy, what we want you to do
No,
is
sir.
quit smoking them fucking cigarettes. How about that?
Hey, what you guys do is get off my fucking back.
Lucky
I know.
Be a man.
But you got to remember, we all love you, man. We all
No,
love you.
I know. I'm here. Hey, I'll still be around, homie. Don't even trip.
I ain't
We're
tripping.
not tripping.
I just want to see you licking, baby.
Dude,
I
hey,
don't wanna
listen.
see you know, ain't no tripping.
Listen. No. See, I've gone like the Rolling Stones route. I've just partied enough. I've leathered my insides. I'll last forever.
No, I'm gonna tell you straight up, brother.
Look at Sammy Hagar.
I know.
Look at Keith
Rolling
Richards.
Stones
That guy died like 15 years ago, and he still rocks out.
No, you're wrong, man. He's my wife's cousin-in-law, and he still drinks vodka at every fucking party they go to up in Connecticut and New Hampshire. You know,
I thought you were
No.
going to say Keith Richards was his wife's cousin-in-law. For a
exactly. That's my
That's what I was thinking
wife.
too.
That's my wife's cousin-in-law, Keith Richards.
on
She's
this show.
an Irish kid up there, and they're no, he's drinking. He's still swirling it back like they're all the in-laws and shit. You know, Keith Richards is married to my wife's cousin, and so I'm telling you right now,
my dog's neighbor's owner's wife is my mother-in-law.
right? And it probably backing up to it with the tail in the air. But I'm telling you straight up, my wife is the Grant family up in New Hampshire. Her cousin, I'm telling you straight up, man. I met the dude. I've been there and done that with him, you know, but he drinks more than I do. And it's like, hey, peace, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. You just party it hard enough for so many years, and it just kind of petrifies stuff, leathers it out. You can make
Pickles,
it. I'm in it for the long haul.
Yeah, pickles is good word. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, you said about smoking, dude, but I've been smoking for 30 years, and some of us can't pack the cigarettes because we use these.
What's that? Is it snus?
Shelby? Yeah, what's going on, Mr. Thomas Shelby?
Yeah, I've had some.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of those.
Ray. You're welcome.
But like, I make my own, dude, so I don't have to buy them at the store.
Yeah, I'm getting there, bro.
But he's talking about 30 years.
Yeah,
Come at me. Hey, who else wants to fight tonight?
Yeah, Johnsy's like Johnsy's like no fun today. He's putting up a fight. It's bullshit.
But I've been doing this shit for 40 years.
That's good.
You know what I mean? I'm old, man.
Hey,
I've been smoking that shit, drinking that shit, and doing that shit for.
Grub, you're just getting started, man. We got another 20 years with you on the Dude Network. That's all I know.
What do you think,
exactly.
Rev? Is that a 40?
I could probably make. I think I make 15 years of them.
Rev don't drink.
Straight up.
I don't drink,
Straight
dude.
up.
Yeah, Rev don't drink. Mountain Valley.
Yeah.
Shasta.
These are great because you can reuse them for making wine.
Grubs is going with the Yingling heavy. Hey, Yingling, don't sleep on the Yinglings. Do you have?
Yeah,
Yingling?
but I got a backup too with the Irish whiskey.
Hey, does anybody on this show other than me and Grubs know about Yingling? Rev, I'm sure you do.
Of course I know it. That's Barack Obama's favorite beer. Of course I know what Yingling is.
Don't even go there with me.
It just made it to Texas. It just made it
I'm with you, Grub. Get that. Yeah.
That's America's favorite beer. Yingling is America's favorite beer.
Then they sold out like the rest of the corporate stooges.
Who remembers Rheingold beer?
Hey, we stock at the grocery store, and it tastes the same. I love it. Go and get a $2 draft. Sell out what you want to sell out. Do what you want to do, but the product is still good.
It is good. It is a delicious. I remember because for a while you couldn't get it in Ohio, or you couldn't. When I was in college in West Virginia,
you couldn't get it in Georgia either.
I remember when Yingling.
It was a Pennsylvania thing, yeah.
Virginia. And I made a legit side hustle bringing back cases of Yingling when I visited to come home from Ohio. People would pay me like an extra $10 a case if I brought it back. Man, it was paying for my gas money, my party money, all my money, just bringing Yingling back across the state line.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Man, it's incredible how many things we admit to on this show.
Yeah. It really is.
Pictures or it didn't happen, Jonesy. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Hey, that's my motto, homie. My motto.
Saying, bro.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I swear by that, you know.
Yeah.
Grubs, are you a big UFC guy?
UFC?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Remember,
Oh, yeah.
remember a guy? I mean, these three guys know, but we got a commitment today. Hopefully, he comes through with it. Clay Guida, UFC Hall of Famer.
Apparently, Tony wants me to die because he wants me to challenge a duel.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So,
Doobie's
So-
still the
No, I'm
one
gonna tell you,
that-
look, I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown. Y'all ain't never heard. Go ahead,
Okay,
Tony.
go ahead, because I got a banger. I got a banger on Doobie. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Grubs. No, I'm saying you go ahead and do your thing.
Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you. My son was trained in martial arts and jiu-jitsu. At 14, 15 years old, he fought in a cage legally in North Carolina. Okay, so I follow this. You can see his fights on YouTube. At 14, 15 years old, youngest kid in the state of Georgia sanctioned a fight. So I followed this shit for a long time, man. And I appreciate what it is as a sport. But I also appreciate what it is as a deterrent because my son was always small, man. In school, he got bullied. Okay, so I put my kid in martial arts. I'm going to tell you how quick. I'll make it real quick so I ain't going to run it up. But talking about UFC. But the kid kept picking on my son. He probably weighed him out 60 pounds more in middle school. He's always shoving him around and shit, you know. And so I had to deal with this bulliness, you know, in school. And while I was training my son, well, he was going dojo. And then all of a sudden, I went to the vice principal of school and said, hey, look, if this kid keeps doing this, my son's going to whoop his fucking ass right here on camera. And I'm going to tell you this straight up. You ain't going to punish him for defending himself because you can't do that.
That's how it should be, brother.
No,
yes, sir.
straight up, man. The kid, my son was 120 pounds. This guy's 180, 2 grades above him, whatever, pushing him around, blah, blah, blah. So the principal called the parent and the son to the school, and he talked to him and said, look, you know, maybe you shouldn't do this because, you know, my son was already a black belt in karate and blue belt in jiu-jitsu. So he was not, you know, but he had a bully. And in high school, in middle school, this guy, he pushed him against the damn locker. And my son turned around, kicked this fucking kid in the head, dropped him to the damn floor, and then he walked to the principal's office and turned himself in. No, I'm telling you, I'm there, man. As far as I can't even tell you how much I appreciate the UFC. And my son fought in 2 MMA matches. You can find them on YouTube. James Grubb versus whatever, and Primus 2 and Primus 5. He fought at 14, 15 years old. You can see his fights online. But my son that I adopted from Russia, he was smaller. He had problems, you know, in things in school. So I chose in my life, and with him, instead of going to Cub Scouts, put him in martial arts. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the best decision I ever made in my life. It helped him grow. It helped him mature even more. And I'm not trying to bum the Cub Scouts or nothing, but I'm telling you, the martial arts and how much we traveled all over the country. He won first place in the Battle of Atlanta in forms. Okay. He fought all over the Southeast. And at 14, 15 years old, 112 pounds, 120 pounds, you know, and doing his thing, man. And he got to the point in school, he got to middle school, high school, and they would nobody fucking touch him, straight up. Even though he was smaller, had a little issue. No, they wouldn't do it, man. And it's because
a can of whoop ass.
Exactly what he did. And I'm gonna tell you, when I saw these guys roll into the dojo that my son trained in, wearing their UFC gear or tap out gear, they're wearing the shorts at 23, 24 years old, young guys, a lot younger than we all are. But they saw some shit on TV and they think that, well, I can go do this. And they go to the dojo, right? next thing you know, you got a 115, 125-pound kid wrapped on your neck like a damn anaconda, fucking choking you out, and you're like, "What the fuck happened?" You know,
Anaconda.
Yeah, check your damn
You
humility.
gotta watch out. Nombre, they're dangerous.
I'll show you one, Nombre. You really want me to?
Don't roll up in there like you know everything when you don't. You know. And
quick question: Did he finish jiu-jitsu? Did he get 2 black belt? Not finished.
He got a black. No, he got a black belt in karate and a blue belt in jiu-jitsu before he quit. That's he got interested in titties and spark plugs, and that's all I can say. I mean, his whole attitude changed. 13 years old. I mean, if he didn't have a spark plugs or titties, he wasn't even chasing it. I'm just saying, I ain't.
Saved my life right there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. He did. I mean, and I guarantee you, if you roll up on him right now, he's got a button. As long as you don't push that button, you'll be okay, man. But he's only 23 years old. He's a kid, man. But he can definitely take care of himself. I mean, it came from that, man. It came from being the underdog, you know. And you have to give them that chance to do what they do. And he was successful in what he did. But he didn't necessarily want to do that. I mean, he just wants to work on trucks and do his thing. But, you know,
well,
yeah, I got to hope. Go ahead.
No, say Doobie lives in this world where he really thinks in a sanctioned match he could take down Brock Lesnar.
No way.
Yeah. Look, listen, he gets confused with the WWE Brock Lesnar. And the UFC heavyweight champion.
Well, an NCAA heavyweight champion, like 3 or 4-time heavyweight champion, bro.
A state high school champion.
I wish Doobie was here. If he's watching, hop back on.
Yeah, but watch these guys fight, man. That's a whole different thing, man.
He said he would lose, but he said he'd get a takedown before he lost on Brock Lesnar.
Dude, there's no way. He's twice his size.
He beat Frank Mir. Frank Mir is a jiu-jitsu
dude, beat him. Oh, so dude.
That means he sprawled out of a jiu-jitsu double leg takedown and beat the fuck out of him. If you remember the fight, he went for a single leg, sprawled, and just blattered his brain.
Pummeled him.
Yeah.
Pummeled him.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar is just like a freak. So dude, his back.
He's not a freak, but Brock was juiced, man. I don't give a damn. They were trying to make you're talking about back in the day before all the rules came in, and that some bitch was juiced, man.
He's just brand new.
I look just like that if I took a shot today. Look, boom.
He said,
I ain't taking shots. So
he said he got
Brock,
tested more than anybody.
He had to get tested in college, in high school, and UFC.
Yeah.
But look, someone think about how far he got tested. How 2 years apart.
And don't forget, he was an NFL football player.
Yeah. He almost made the NFL roster.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had to pass.
But he was juiced when he was fighting. I mean,
it's like the one thing that sets him off is when he gets accused of roiding, because he was like, I have never failed a test. He goes, he's like, it's not my fault. I'm a freak of nature. You know, it's just,
dude, he literally has the full sword of Excalibur on his back. It's a full-size sword.
I'm like,
did you ever know
it's on his chest. That's right. Yeah, he's huge. He's a monster.
Did you ever fail a test when you went for a job? No matter what you were doing in your life, did you ever fail a test when you went for a job?
Never failed a test in my life.
Not once.
You got a damn job. What you were doing, so
not even once.
I know. That's it is what it is. I mean, Brock is badass. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you ain't nobody gonna tell me he ain't juiced. I mean, ain't nobody can. I'll never be convinced of that, man. I mean. Naturally, you ain't like that as a damn man, because you're at this point in your life, you're the same age or older, and you say, well, shit, I've been working out, going to the gym. I don't look like that, you know? I mean.
I can't believe Doobie thinks he can take him. I don't think he can take Ronda Rousey, but, you know.
You want to talk about this, bro. I wouldn't.
She's coming back here in the wrestling world, though. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
And she popped out a kid, went right back to being the champion, man. That's
Hey, you know what it is? Hey, Nombre, TV, man.
TV, baby.
It's just like the American Barbecue Showdown. It's TV, man.
Just like it. It's TV.
Just like it.
It's
Hey,
TV,
you know
man.
what's not on TV? The Dude Network, because we didn't get Roku.
Right, and TV is a side story. The Dude Network's the side story, but TV is TV, man.
No,
You know,
Dude
it's-
Network's number one.
We're just
But
the
Dude
side
Network
story.
is the future.
Because
We're just the side man.
Where's that mute
oh
button?
no, don't even blast me like that.
Now-
I didn't mean it
Now
like
I feel like some cheap side mistress at some crummy hotel.
Yeah,
I'm all right with that.
Dazzy.
Shave your
I've been
shit
calling worse.
over there, okay? Shave it
Let
all
it up in a different
better.
place.
Oh man. All right, fellas. Well, I think we're going to send her out here tonight. Shabo apparently, he's like, it's only 7:30 here, and I'm like, did you go out to the West Coast? Because I think it's 8:30 where you're at. But anyway, Shabo wasn't able.
Oh,
Let me
boy.
ask you this before we go. How much of a hole do we cut in the thing so we want to try to shotgun one like that? I mean, when you bend it over, any ideas of like a half inch, or 3/4 of an inch? Or,
Size of your
my
thumb,
about
bro.
about like
I
that.
just want to try it like only one time, you know?
Size of your thumb. That way you cover the hole. Size of your thumb.
Oh, really?
True. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Big old man thumb.
'Cause I ain't never done that shit,
Yep.
you know?
So you
So,
pop the hole, you push your thumb in. That way it holds it in. That way you can crack the tab.
okay.
Well, the way
Gotta go the
Shabo
size of
does
your
it,
thum.
Well,
He
I
puts
don't know
his-
though.
No,
I
I do it the same way Shabo does it.
and then throw it back.
Yeah, I've always done it like that.
Yeah, but you still gotta hold the booze in there with your thumb when you're like.
Not when you hold it. No, when you hold it straight up, you start like this and send it.
Yeah,
I think-
but
He's right,
if
man.
you're doing it like the first time, it's way easier to do it this way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the first time.
Yeah,
never
he's
meant
like
easy. That's the
2
whole
seconds,
point of the
3
first time.
seconds. It's like, how the hell you drink that much fucking beer in 3 seconds? I said, well, hell,
3
I can figure it
seconds.
out. Not with a
3
16 ounce.
seconds. You mean
it was
like
0.8. It was 0.8 last
Yeah.
time.
Was
we
it
fucked
one?
him.
Yeah, you timed it, and it was probably slow, and it was still 1.5 when you timed it, Nombre.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like 1.3 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was some ignoramus amount of number. If you don't
Ignoramus?
want to watch, you
That's
can
the word
go
of the
back
day.
to YouTube.
yeah,
subscribe,
yeah. What's
watch
with the ignorant stuff here?
Ignoramus?
ignoramus? Yeah, ignoramus. My polyamorous.
Guys, remember that's the keyword for next show for a free bottle of something. Ignoramus.
we did. Yeah, we didn't do a giveaway tonight, but that's all right. We'll do one next week. We'll do 2. We'll do Branch and Willow seasoning giveaway next week.
And the keyword is
Willow
ignoramus.
Seasonings, bomb.
Yep, Willow seasoning. Everybody.
Dave's got it going on, man, over there.
Hey,
Sure
Brett,
does.
was it
Good
worth?
stuff.
No, we talked about it a lot before we get off here. We talked about it a lot. Now that you have tried it, Grubs, and you get sent a lot of free stuff in the mail, being Grubs, obviously. Was it worth the hype? Did we oversell it, undersell it?
No. Willow Seasoning Blends is fucking off the chain, man. Straight up.
There it is.
I've used it since I've got it 3 different times, and everything I use it on, it's the fucking bomb, man. And I think he's straight up, man, without mixing the blends that like coagulate or keep the shit from bunching up or whatever his reading is.
Coagulation.
And I know we talked to him, man. We were on thinking about how he wants to keep it fresh and do it himself. But he has the opportunity, if he chooses to, I think, to go bigger than that, man. Because the spice seasoning in the barbecue world and all this cooking world is like wide open. It's like a Wild West, man. And but what he's got going on is damn good, straight up.
It really
Now,
is.
I did that brisket, the bomb, 2 batches of jerky using his seasoning, straight up. People talking about, well, how can I buy this? And I'll share the recipe how I made the jerky with anybody that wants to ask. But I was just thankful to get the seasoning from him, and I wanted to use it to make jerky because I got it. Let's do it, and off the damn chain, man.
You should talk to Willow about writing down the recipe, and he can come up with a specific marketing for a jerky rub.
Well, I'll just tell him what I use to make his, I use his dry season. I used a little bit of teeny liquid with his dry season and mix it up in chunks. And I'm telling you, I gave it away. I mean, I made a batch off of bottom round and a London broil. One I made sweeter with extra brown sugar. I made hotter with hot sauce combined with his seasoning, and it was off the damn chain. I'm telling you, man. And if you got a dehydrator or a pellet grill, you could do the same process. The pellet grill is going to give a little more smoky flavor, but when you put it on smoke mode and put that same meat on the grill, you're talking about it's only going to run 150, 160 with a fan running. It's going to cure the meat and dry it out jerky wise.
Yeah.
So with the guy's flavoring, I'm going to tell you, high elevation, dude, that's just off the damn chain.
I use
100
on my brisket. I do a base of high elevation, then I go over the light coat of Memphis on my brisket.
Nice.
I mean, you know that, because I've told you. But then I did on the meatloaf there. I did the high elevation with the sweet smoke, and then when I had it all together, I did a final coating of the sweet smoke on top of it before I smoked it, and then I finished it with that sweet thing barbecue sauce, and that's what I finished the meatloaf with. It's really good.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it was really good. And then I did a sandwich with his idea. I did that Colorado gold mustard. I put
that's good.
Yeah, I ain't tried that one yet, but
Nice.
I ain't tried the gold mustard, but I'm his sweet thing. I took them slices of pork belly, put them on a skewer, and had them on with a sweet thing, the barbecue sauce, the sweet and hot thing, and then I flipped them over, put them on a skewer, blah blah blah, cooked them. Then I added that sauce he sent me was sweet thing barbecue sauce, a little coating on each side of it. Dude, I'm telling you, and look, I know my cardiologist wasn't happy, but goddamn, they didn't try. And I'm telling you, that stuff on a skewer like that on a stick, my God, you're right in kebab. You're talking full meal deal, pork deal, flavor deal. It's like, damn,
Right.
It was really good. Yeah.
But, well, everybody, thank you guys for hanging out here with me tonight. As always, Rev, glad to have you on here as part of become more of a normal part of the show. John,
yes, sir.
Feisty, like a kid trying to punch his way out of a wet paper bag. You made me proud tonight. Nombre. Texas, and not one time did we have a Texas versus California war. First time in weeks. Congrats to you guys for keeping your cool. No, I'm joking. But no, it was an interesting dynamic tonight. Not to have that Civil War thing going on, but no, you guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And sometimes I don't want to book a guest because sometimes I just want to hang out with my boys, And tonight we missed Doobie. Wish he could hung out with us a little bit longer.
Yeah, for sure.
When, hey,
he's getting into a fight with Ronda Rousey.
You're on full-time barbecue. You make the schedule when the schedule happens. But we love Doobie. We'll get him back next Friday. Don't know who our guest is going to be yet next Friday, but it is a work in progress. We'll get somebody. But yeah, we're going to have BT Lee's on September 16th. Owns BT Lee's Seasonings and Sauces, but he was on the PBS cooking show competition here lately. So we'll get to talk to him about his experience on PBS. Like I said, we talked about getting some UFC people on here. We also have the Salted Bite committed to come on at some time in September. She did like the breast cancer awareness calendar photo shoot with Miss Tina. She's really cool, so we're going to get her on here. And but if anybody has anyone else that'd like to see on the show, by all means, this is my open invitation to you.
Let us know.
Yeah, find if somebody's interested. Let us know that they're interested, and we'll probably hook you up with some free shit for making that connection for you. But we
contact Tony, not John, not Nombre. Contact.
Yeah, when I said we, it's a Dude Network thing.
Nombre, love you, brother.
Yeah.
Likewise, James.
But yeah, we love you, Grubs. We love you, Rev. We love you, Johnsy. We love you, Nombre. Until next Friday, guys. We'll see you when we see you.
Cheers.
Okay, let's go.